I probably shouldn't record it this early. I think I'll just leave it on.
That's right. You guys are we have to record now too for.
It's on just so when you can talk because we're just waiting for people to join us. This class, I would say how many people do you think we usually have in here?
Maybe 6.
Maybe six.
Okay.
So Mr. Lore should not be too nervous, right?
No.
Can you see him right now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah, he's going to show us how to make something we've never made before. Well, that I've never made before.
But it's easy.
But it's easy. Right. I'm like hot. I ran into one of the other teachers when I was downstairs some stuff and she was free for you. I've been running around all day. So I usually give you about kind of one. So you have to record your.
Some of them we do. And trying to make a habit of it, just because we know that not all students can attend class. So
I have been kind of back and forth because I'm like, we're giving a test, we're doing this, I'm not recording it, so you're gonna have to set up a time, or
sure.
if we're having a discussion, to listen to a discussion, I want you actually to have to do it. It's so hard, some of those things I don't think are good for that. 59, we have a little time yet. I'm gonna have one drink before we start. Maybe I'll take a bite of the pizza today.
There you go.
Oh, the crust is really soggy. Ooh, you should have tried it.
Is it good?
It's a very weird texture of the cheese. I'm gonna show my class.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, today, Mr. Riff was here and he made vegan pizza. And he left me a piece here. It looked like a piece of art. He's an art teacher. You might know him if you've taken art classes. But I just took a bite of it, and it has not real cheese. I don't remember what the kind of cheese it's. No dairy, no milk, no animal, man-made from different things. The feel in your mouth, the texture of the cheese is very strange. I just tried it just because I always think it's good to try something new. Today, I wish right now you guys would all fix your hair a little bit, sit up, and turn on your cameras just so we can have some reaction time while we're presenting. It always takes a second for that, but it's like, I don't like teaching icons.
No, you're right. No,
Because-
we did the same.
Yeah. Because it's like you can't see who it is.
Yeah.
I see you're slowly adding yourself. Haley, can you come on? Kayana, Carson, Brian, can you guys come on to screen, please? Today we're going to have a guest, and I just want to be able to see who it is so I can talk to you. So we're going to get started as you're turning on your screens. Don't forget to do it. I don't care if your hair's messy or not. Today we're lucky enough to have Mr. Lore here, and he's going to demo how to make spring rolls.
Yes.
So can you tell us a little bit about yourself and how long you've been here, whatnot?
Sure. I am, oh gosh, I've been here for a long time, but I was not born in the United States. I was actually born in Laos, which is a small country on the southeast peninsula of China there, by Thailand and Vietnam. If you guys are familiar, remember your geography there a little bit. But I came to the United States when I was 9 years old. My ethnicity is Hmong. And yeah, so I've been here for quite a while. I went to high school here at North, and then I went to UW Oshkosh here. And so I've been gosh, I've been in Oshkosh for over about 40 years now. Yeah. So today I am going to show you how to make a refreshing spring roll meal. Okay. It's light, it's healthy, and it's also very tasty. I love it because it's quick, it's easy to make. It doesn't require a lot of cooking on the stove or timing in the oven. The longest it will probably take would be to cook the noodle. The noodle that I am using, and I'll show you guys this. You can get this type of noodle anywhere at an Asian store. Okay, it's vermicelli noodles, rice noodles. So, and then this noodle will take about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to boil, to cook softly to the point where you can use it. The other timing would be to cook the chicken. And here we're using diced chicken, but what I like to use is you could just go to Pick and Save and pick up a rotisserie chicken from there that's already cooked, and then you could just take it apart and you could just use that. You could use the rotisserie chicken, which I find it a lot easier, and time saving, and it also tastes pretty good. I mean, they do a good job there. Okay, so again, once you cook your noodle, I would take a.
I'm going to bring this up so they can see what you have here.
Sure.
Okay,
so then I have my noodles. It's already cooked and cool down. So once you have it, you could run it through with some cold water to cool it quickly. Okay, because if you let it sit, it does have a tendency to get sticky from the heat. Okay, so quickly rinse it down with cold water and cool that off, and then you have your diced chicken. Okay.
Okay, and over here?
Over here we have.
I don't know how I am. How am I on your green?
There you go. Yes. Here we have thinly sliced cucumber. Okay, and thinly sliced carrots. Now the cucumber I like it sliced. The carrots you could slice it or you could shred it. Either way, that would be fine. Okay, and then the final ingredients that I have for vegetable is cilantro. I love cilantro. It has a great scent. Not only that, but it also adds a really good flavor to your spring roll. Okay, and finally, the last ingredient is the Vietnamese rice paper wrap. Okay, and what you're gonna do with this wrap is it comes in a package. It comes packaged. It's dried, dehydrated. Okay, it's very thin. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just going to run it through some warm water in a bowl, just regular warm water. I'm just gonna run it through, make sure it's completely wet. That way, plus I just have to be careful because I don't break it.
Maybe I should have got a bigger bowl. You want a bigger bowl for next time?
Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah.
I think this one's got a wider. Is that enough?
Yeah. And once it's wet, then it becomes very flexible. Okay. So then I would grab some noodles first. And you can put the noodles, you can put about maybe a handful like this. Okay, depending on how big you want to make it. Some people like to, more noodles on there. You can definitely put 2 pieces of chicken in here like this. Grab 1 cucumber slice. And then I usually put 2 carrots on here. And then maybe 2 stem leaves of cilantro on here. Okay. and then you just roll. So you put it in about maybe a third way in to the wrap. You cover at the end, and again, roll. Okay.
And you want to put your final product.
So then the
up a little
final
bit?
products looks like this. Okay. So I'll just show you again. So you take, it's very dry, very crispy, dehydrated. You run it through the water. Make sure it's wet all the way through. Okay. Set it down. And then by the time you get all your ingredients on here, the paper will be soft enough that you could, the paper, the wrap will be very soft that you could just wrap it up.
I always think it's going to break because it looks like you're putting a lot
Yeah.
of noodles on. What kind of noodles are those again?
Vermicelli, yeah, rice vermicelli noodles. And I always kind of like to put enough chicken all the way through, and then cucumber, carrots, and you can always put a little bit more of each on. So like, for example, I've always put 2 stems of cilantro in here, but you could definitely put 3 if you want to, or a little bit more if you like cilantro. Okay. Roll. Ooh, see, so if you put too much on it, then you're gonna get.
See, that's where I'd be afraid.
Yeah, and it's a trial thing. I mean, obviously, I'm not. I mean, even though I've done this a couple of times, I'm still not perfect. I'm still not perfect with it.
Okay, guys, I don't know how many of you noticed that there's a worksheet to go with this. Say yes if you did. You can keep going.
Okay.
Because I'm going to try it in a minute.
Okay. So, all right.
I didn't see a worksheet.
Okay, so on today's date, go to, I don't know what I called it. Somebody go to today's date, and it says teacher demo or something.
I just found it. It's called Teacher Demo Live.
Okay, so why don't you guys bring that up? And Mrs. Hippis is going to try this after this round, if you'll let me try one.
Oh, definitely, please.
And then what we'll do is I want you to look at those questions, because then you can have your homework done. And if you don't remember the answer, you can ask right now, because the demo is still being done. So you can ask a question if you need to. So I would do that right now while you're watching. I'm going to try it in a minute and try not to embarrass myself totally.
Again, guys, this is very easy to do. I mean, obviously, it takes a little practice because even I still mess up with the with the wrapping, but it's very refreshing. It's very healthy for you, and it's very easy. Definitely very easy to make.
And then do you dip that in something?
Yes, and then once you get it all rolled, you can make your sauce. Okay, that's going to be probably that's the tricky part, because it depends on your taste buds, right? You might have to try here and there a little bit, but I'm going to make a peanut sauce. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am using a 3/4 cup. 3/4 cup measuring cup here. And I am going, the sauce, I'm going to use hoisin sauce, and I'm going to use peanut butter, okay? So, and I'm going to do a 2, maybe well,
Is that going to be enough? I can open a new one.
No, this is perfect. This is fine. I'm going to do a 1-to-1 ratio. So 1/4 cup of hoisin sauce, okay, goes in here.
And actually, I'm going to start getting some peanut butter together for you. I could get a bigger one. Are we going to have enough there?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay, you got her.
Yeah.
He's got this. This is a man that knows how to go in the kitchen here. He's done this before. You can always tell. Is this something we're going to use yet, or is this done?
I'm going to use that, yeah.
Oh, wonder what for.
Just
keep
to,
me
yeah.
guessing.
I'm going to use a 1-to-1 ratio with peanut butter and hoisin sauce. Now, here's the tricky part. Like I said, if you like more nutty taste to it, you might do a 1 to 1.5, right? And you can do a little bit more peanut butter for a more nutty taste. Okay. Oh, can I get a whisk?
Oh, you certainly can.
And then once I have this done, I will
Whisk it. If Mrs. Hipper gets me a whisk. Is
use
a small one good, or you want a large one?
a little one is fine. And then I'm going to use about a 1/4 cup of water as well. Okay. And I use distilled water, so you can just take tap water and boil it, get it to boil, and then shut it down to cool it, and then wait till it cools down. And now,
why do we use distilled water? Or do you have a reason, or just do you like it better?
I like it better because it just seems like the sink water, if you take it right off the sink, it still has all the materials that they use to clean in the water,
Fluoride,
from fluorides and all that stuff. And then your sauce doesn't taste that good. So once then you just kind of blend in. So again, I'm thinking that I put too much water in there but we're going to.
We can adjust. We can add more of other stuff if we need to.
But I think it'll be fine because you want to whisk it until it totally blends. Yep. Okay. Until it's completely blended together. Okay. And again, I use the water to dilute it so that it becomes a little bit more runny, rather than, because with the hoisin sauce itself being so thick already, and then the peanut butter being really thick, if I don't use any water to dilute it and to add moisture to it, then it becomes just paste almost, right? And you don't want to dip your spring rolls into a paste. Now, so you keep whisking it until it becomes very creamy. Okay, I guess that's sorry. There's a pause there because I was lost for words. But okay, so as you can see, it's very creamy now. Okay, and so the hoisin sauce is sweet, okay, and a little salty. The peanut butter adds the nuttiness to it, and the water helps to dilute it so that you can get a creamy sauce. Okay, now if you don't like the peanut butter, you can just go buy this type. I mean, and this is a spring roll sauce that you can get at the grocery store in the import aisle. Okay, and this sauce, it's sweet, savory at the same time, but it's got a little kick to it. So this comes in a little spicy already. Okay, and this is also a good one. What I also like to do with this is that I use this, but then I also dilute it a little bit too. So I'll add a little bit more fish sauce to it, and I add a little bit distilled water in it too, so that it dilutes it a little bit. So otherwise, some people just like it right out of the bottle like this, and that's fine too.
Is this what you're calling fish sauce?
No, this is the hoisin sauce.
So,
and I don't have the fish sauce.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I just like to learn something new. I'm just that way. I know it's a little weird. Okay, well, thank you very much. I'm going to try to do a spring roll. And then you guys can see if do you have any questions based on looking at your stuff? Oh boy, I'm a little nervous to tell you the truth. Nobody has any questions? Everybody's like 100%? Does it matter which side's up or
Nope.
down?
It doesn't matter. Yep.
Okay, then
You will add the noodles.
I'm a little nervous about this, to tell you the truth. Mine's probably not going to be so full because I'm worried that I'm not going to. Oh boy, this is a lot. Okay. And then a little bit of chicken.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and guys, I'm sorry.
Cucumber?
With the chicken, with the proteins, you can put any proteins in there you want. So you can put ham in there if you like. Some people put could put a little beef. You know, so if you grill a steak, you can slice the steak nicely, thin, and you can use that. And then some people also like to put like artificial crab meat. Some people like to put shrimp in there. So you can put whatever you want in there for that protein. But the noodle and the vegetable, again, it's up to you as well. Okay, so again, it's one of those things that you can adapt to it.
Sure, it's easy. Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
You can adapt to whatever you like to put in there. So a lot of people would put chicken, but then they will also add the shrimp to it. So then it has, the shrimp is always
Interesting.
the added delicacy that a lot of people love is putting that extra shrimp in there with it. There you go. Not too bad.
Not too bad for my first time. I was worried about going too full, and I did end up because the noodles were a little bit stuck together. I would have went a little less on the noodles. So here's the deal, guys. Thank you very much for Mr. Lohr for coming down and doing this with us. Nobody had any questions before I let him go? Okay, so thank you for doing it. You guys are free to go, finish the worksheet, turn it in, and then have a good weekend.
Thanks, Miss Hippis. Thanks, Mr. Lohr.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye.
Dylan. Have a good weekend. Thank you for showing your face when I asked. Usually they're not that shy. It's weird.
No. It's just somebody new.
Wow, I mean, really.